northern part of Bangladesh, there was an old railway station named Mahishkuri. During the day, the station looked normal. Small shops, regular trains, people moving around. But once the sun went down, the entire atmosphere changed. Locals whispered, "After midnight, the train that stops here isn't a real train." Nobody knew what exactly happened, and the few who knew never talked about it. In the winter of 2018, a college student named Imran experienced something that would haunt him forever. He was on his way to Dhaka for an important exam. Time was running out, and the last night train was his only option. As Imran entered the station, he felt something was wrong. The air was freezing, and thick fog covered the platform. The ticket counter was open, but there was no one inside. From the old speakers came broken, distorted announcements, like an ancient radio struggling to speak. The entire platform was empty, except for an old man sitting quietly at the far end. When Imran walked past him, the old man didn't look up. In a low, cold voice, he said, "The last train of the night. Not all passengers return." Imran stopped for a second. A chill ran through his body, but he ignored the man and walked away, thinking he was just a wandering, crazy person. At exactly 12:04 a.m., a light appeared in the distance. The train was approaching, but strangely, it made no sound. No engine noise, no wheels, no passengers, no guard. It felt like a long shadow sliding toward the station. The train stopped. The doors opened. Imran looked inside. The entire compartment was empty. He stepped in, thinking maybe everyone was asleep in other coaches. He sat by the window and reached for his headphones. That's when he heard a soft sound behind him. Imran turned around slowly. On the very last seat sat a figure, but when he had entered the coach, it had been completely empty. The person's face was hidden in shadows. No movement, no sound, just a silent, still shape. A moment later, the train jolted and began moving. Then, the shadowed figure spoke in a deep, almost whispering voice. "If you see anyone, do not speak." Imran froze. He looked outside. Nothing was familiar. The train was not heading toward Dhaka. Where there should have been lights, there was only endless darkness. Where there should have been towns, there were empty fields covered in fog. The train kept moving, but strangely, the wheels made no sound. Suddenly, soft knocking came from beneath his seat. Talk, 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 like someone tapping on wood, slowly, deliberately. Imran tried to stand, but near the door he sensed a strange shadow moving. Not human, not fully visible, but definitely there. The temperature inside the compartment dropped sharply. It felt like the train had left the human world. Then, without warning, the train screeched and stopped violently. Imran looked out of the window. This wasn't any station he knew. There was no signboard, no buildings, nothing. Just a single flickering lamppost in the fog. And under that lamppost stood the same old man from Mahishkuri station. He slowly lifted his hand and gestured. "Get off. This is your last chance." Inside the coach, Imran heard footsteps. The shadow behind him was coming closer. Terrified, he jumped off the train. The moment he hit the ground, the train started moving again. It slowed disappeared completely, not down the tracks, simply vanished into the darkness. A while later, local railway workers found Imran wandering near the tracks. When he told them about the train, they stared at him in shock. One worker said, "No train runs on this line after midnight. The line is shut down for maintenance." Another worker added, "There's an old abandoned coach in the bushes nearby. It's been there since a fatal accident in 1998. It hasn't moved in 20 years." Imran followed them to see it. His heart nearly stopped. The abandoned coach looked exactly like the one he had been inside. The same seats, the same windows, the same faded smell. But the coach was rusty, broken, and had not moved for decades. Only then did Imran realize the train he boarded that night was not real, and those who board that train do not always come back.